Somehow, no other car brand collects myths like Subaru. Maybe it's the Boxer engine, maybe it's the rally DNA, maybe it's the fiercely loyal owners who defend them like family, or maybe it's because half the internet is still arguing about problems from early 2000s. Get ready to expose 11 Subaru myths that people still swear by. Some will shock you, some will make you laugh, and a few might even make you rethink your next car purchase. Let's see how many you still believe. Myth number 11. All Subarus blow head gaskets. The truth is, this fear mostly belongs to the Subaru models built before the year 2000. Early Subaru engines, especially the naturally aspirated open-deck designs, had composite gaskets, metal rings surrounded by fiber. Under extreme pressure, the fiber could compress or fail, allowing coolant to leak into the engine or compression to drop. Turbo engines were stronger, and the full closed deck designs were practically indestructible. So why do people still panic online about blown head gaskets? Because old stories travel faster than facts. Modern Subaru engines, like the FB and FA series, are remarkably reliable. Even the EJ257 in WRXs is rock solid if properly maintained. Here's the catch. Most failures today aren't due to design flaws. They happen because people skip maintenance, use the wrong coolant, or overheat the engine. A little care goes a long way, and a Subaru that's loved and serviced properly can easily go hundreds of thousands of miles without drama. Myths aside, reliability is in your hands. Myth number 10. Subarus are slow. People often look at a base Impreza or Crosstrek and assume every Subaru is underpowered. Sure, the entry-level trims aren't drag racers, but that tells only part of the story. The real power lies in the WRX, STI, Outback XT, and Ascent. Turbocharged FA engines deliver strong mid-range torque that makes highway passes effortless. Even a non-turbo 2.5-liter Forester can surprise you off the line if you know how to work the gas pedal properly. With a CVT, stomping the pedal doesn't make it go faster. It likes smooth, linear inputs. Start with partial throttle, then ease into full throttle. Once you get the rhythm, the car practically jumps forward. I think 99% of people ignore the paddle shifters, or they've never driven a manual and learned how to keep the engine in the sweet spot. Modern transmissions prioritize economy, which sucks some zip out of the experience. The real story? Subaru isn't slow. It's all about usable traction and knowing how to drive it right. Myth number 9. Boxer engines are inherently unreliable. People hear flat engine and immediately assume the Boxer engine is fragile or complicated. They tell stories about oil consumption or tricky repairs and call it unreliable. But here's the secret. The Boxer design is actually brilliant. By laying the pistons flat and opposing each other, the engine keeps the car's center of gravity low. That means sharper handling, better cornering, and a car that feels planted instead of top-heavy. The naturally balanced design also cuts down vibrations, so the engine runs smoother than many inline setups. In real life, a well-maintained Boxer engine can easily surpass 200,000 miles without drama. So why all the fear? Mechanics who aren't used to the layout might overcomplicate simple jobs, like changing plugs or belts. That's where the unreliable stories start. Know it today. Boxers aren't weak, they just demand a bit of respect. Learn how to care for one, and you get a powertrain that's smooth, stable, and surprisingly fun. Subaru's secret weapon isn't a headache. It's engineering magic most people completely misunderstand. Myth number 8. Subarus are expensive to maintain. All-wheel drive, turbo engines, and online horror stories make people imagine a wallet-eating monster lurking under the hood. The reality, however, is much calmer. Most Subaru owners spend about $600 to $700 a year on basic upkeep, oil changes, tire rotations, filters, and fluid top-offs. That's comparable to a Honda, Toyota, or Ford, yet you get a car built for snow, rain, and anything the road throws at you. Yes, all-wheel drive adds some mechanical complexity, but it's not a hidden money trap. Follow the maintenance schedule, use genuine Subaru parts, and your car will reward you with reliability, longevity, and predictable performance. Neglect it, and any car becomes costly. Subaru isn't special here. The real advantage is peace of mind. You get durable engines, confident handling in all conditions, and long-term safety. Paying attention to your Subaru now saves big headaches later. The myth isn't about cost. It's about respect, care, and understanding what makes these cars last. Myth number 7. All-wheel drive means you're invincible in snow. Marketing loves to show Subarus powering through blizzards like they're superheroes. Owners sometimes believe it too. The truth? All-wheel drive only helps you go, not stop, turn, or avoid trouble. Your tires are far more important than the drivetrain when it comes to grip. A worn set of snow tires will leave you sliding no matter how advanced the all-wheel drive system is. Braking distances increase, corners bite back, and ice patches don't care about symmetrical engineering. All-wheel drive gives confidence, but it does not give superpowers. Here's the kicker. Studies show Subaru drivers are statistically more likely to slide into ditches during winter. Why? Because they overestimate their car's abilities. They take corners too fast, brake late, or assume traction equals invincibility. The real benefit of all-wheel drive comes when combined with smart driving. Slow in corners, brake gently, and choose the right tires. Then your Subaru becomes a practical, capable car in snow. All-wheel drive isn't magic. It's a tool. Knowing its limits keeps you safe and in control, while others spin out around you. Myth number 6. You must be a superior driver to own a Subaru. You don't need a PhD in driving to own a Subaru. All-wheel drive confidence, rally-inspired marketing, and die-hard owners online make it look like only experts belong behind the wheel. The reality couldn't be further from the truth. All-wheel drive gives traction, not superhuman skill. It helps the car grip the road, but it doesn't teach you how to corner perfectly or brake like a pro. In fact, Subaru's most loyal fans are often cautious drivers who value safety above thrill. Families, commuters, and weekend adventurers all love Subarus because they combine reliability, practicality, and predictably safe performance. Here is where it gets more interesting. Subaru owners defending their cars aggressively online aren't showing off. They've researched safety ratings, maintenance, and reliability before buying. When someone mocks the brand, it feels personal because they've invested thought and trust into their choice. You don't need to be a rally driver to enjoy a Subaru. The all-wheel drive and engineering make the car accessible, safe, and confidence-inspiring. Your reward is control, reliability, and peace of mind, without needing a racing license. Myth number 5. Subaru CVTs are guaranteed to fail. CVTs get a bad rap, and Subaru bears the brunt of it. Everyone assumes a CVT is a ticking time bomb. Early models from multiple brands, especially Nissan, had problems, and bad stories spread fast online. People love to claim real cars need real gears, but that's mostly fear talking, not facts. Subaru's Lineartronic CVT has come a long way since the early 2000s. With regular fluid changes and proper care, many CVTs easily hit 150,000 to 200,000 miles. The system isn't inherently weak. The failures you read about often come from skipped maintenance or old-school misconceptions. Truth of the matter, most critics have never driven one long-term. They're repeating decade-old forum drama instead of first-hand experience. In reality, the CVT delivers smooth, efficient, and surprisingly responsive performance when used correctly. You don't have to mash the pedal to get results. The car loves gradual throttle input. For drivers, that means better fuel economy, stress-free commuting, and consistent all-wheel drive traction without constantly shifting gears. Subaru's CVT isn't a gamble. It's a tool designed to make your driving easier, more efficient, and fun once you understand how to use it. Myth number 4. Subarus are only for outdoorsy hippies. People picture hiking trail parking lots packed with Outbacks. They see mountain ads and muddy trails. Subaru's marketing leans heavily into adventure themes. So the label sticks, outdoorsy hippies only. That stereotype doesn't match reality. The WRX community is heavily rooted in tuner culture. Think boost gauges, custom exhaust systems, and weekend track days. That's a far cry from the laid-back granola image people joke about. Families choose the Ascent because they need space, safety features, and strong crash test ratings. Urban drivers pick the Impreza for its affordability and confidence in bad weather. Many owners just want reliability without drama. Nothing drives sales other than practicality. Subaru's biggest buyers are middle-income families, including teachers, nurses, engineers, small business owners. They want safe, durable transportation year-round. They appreciate standard all-wheel drive in winter and value long-term dependability over flashy badges. The benefit is simple and powerful. You get versatility without luxury pricing. You get safety without sacrificing capability. Myth number 3, WRX. Owners always abuse their cars. We all see a WRX and assume it has lived a brutal life. Loud exhaust, hood scoop, rear wing. People instantly picture street races and redline abuse. Tuner culture feeds that stereotype, and social media makes it worse. A few reckless clips online suddenly define an entire community. But here's what rarely gets talked about. Many WRX owners are some of the most meticulous car enthusiasts on the road. They change oil earlier than recommended, monitor boost levels, track air-fuel ratios, and keep detailed maintenance records. For them, the car isn't just transportation, it's a carefully managed performance machine. The real risk isn't spirited driving. Subaru engineered the WRX to handle boost and aggressive acceleration. The bigger problem comes from poorly tuned modifications. Cheap maps, incorrect fueling, or careless installs can stress internal components fast. Bad tuning destroys engines far quicker than responsible driving ever will. Look for service history, quality parts, and professional tuning. A well-maintained WRX can be reliable and thrilling at the same time. Myth number 2, Subaru interiors are cheap and terrible. Slide into a Subaru and some critics expect a plastic time capsule. That reputation was earned in the early 2000s, when hard dashboards and simple trims felt more rental car than refined. Those early interiors were built tough, but they were not built to impress your neighbors. The internet never let that image go. What changed? A lot. Step inside a post-2018 model and you'll notice softer materials where your hands actually rest. The seats feel supportive on long drives, not just short test spins. Large touchscreens anchor the dash, and advanced safety tech works quietly in the background. Subaru focused on clear gauges, logical buttons, and layouts that make sense within minutes. Here's the key difference. Subaru chooses durability over flash. Instead of glossy trim that scratches easily, you get surfaces that survive backpacks, pets, and spilled coffee. Instead of mood lighting gimmicks, you get visibility and comfort. This means fewer rattles, fewer worn panels, and a cabin that ages well. It may not shout luxury, but it delivers something better. Function that lasts. Myth number 1. Subaru is a niche brand that's dying. This one is laughable. Some people say it's niche because the company doesn't chase every shiny trend. No flashy ads, no instant EV dominance, no gimmicks. On the surface, it seems quiet. Too quiet to matter, but look closer. Subaru has consistently grown in North America. Year after year, sales climb steadily. Owners don't just buy once, they stick for decades. Safety, reliability, all-wheel drive, and practicality create loyalty that money can't buy. Families, commuters, and adventure seekers all keep coming back. Repeat buyers are the backbone of Subaru's success. And the future isn't being ignored. Hybrids and electric models are entering the lineup, blending efficiency with the brand's rugged versatility. Subaru is evolving on its own timetable, not rushing to follow trends that might fizzle in a year. Put simply, Subaru thrives precisely because it doesn't chase everyone else. It builds cars for people who want dependable performance, safety, and real-world usability. The brand isn't dying. It's quietly dominating its niche, growing steadily and expanding on its own terms. So there you have it. Dump Subaru myths busted wide open. Which one did you actually believe and feel a little silly about? Comment below, hit like, and subscribe to join the myth-busting ride.